If your only source of income is your 9-to-5 job, you're one missed paycheck away from broke. The rich, they've got 9, and they're not trading their time for any of them. You're watching M Cubed Money Mindset Makeover. If you're tired of being broke in a world built for the rich, hit subscribe right now, and let's flip the script together. This isn't just a channel, it's a mindset revolution. Elevate your money mindset. Elevate your life. Here's the cold truth. The average person has one stream of income. Millionaires have at least 7, and the smart ones go for 9 or more. The difference? You work for money. Their money works for them. Today, we're breaking down 9 types of income millionaires have and how you can start building them, even if your bank account is currently allergic to commas. Millionaires don't get rich by saving. They build money machines, and I'm about to show you all 9. Because at M Cubed, our mission is to deliver financial literacy and wealth-building strategies, primarily for millennials and Gen Z, that actually work in today's economy. By the end of this video, you won't just know how the rich make money. You'll know how to start thinking and moving like them. 1. Earned income. Let's start with the one you already know too well. Earned income. That's your paycheck, your hourly wage, your freelance gig. It's money you get in exchange for your time and effort. Sounds safe, right? Well, here's the trap. You only earn while you work. Miss a day, take a vacation, get sick, the income stops. For millennials and Gen Z, this isn't just a grind. It's a hamster wheel with student loans duct taped to it. Rents are going up, wages are flat, and we're told to just work harder. But you can't outwork inflation when your only tool is earned income. The key here is to see your job as your seed money. Use it to cover basics, yes, but also to fund other income streams. Millionaires don't stay in earned income forever. They use it as a launch pad. 2. Profit income. This is where things get exciting. Profit income is money you make by selling something for more than it costs to create or buy. This could be flipping sneakers, running an Etsy store, or starting a dropshipping business. Here's the beauty. Unlike earned income, profit income can scale. If you sell 10 items today, you can sell 100 next month without working 10 times harder. If you set up the right systems, millionaires don't handpack every order themselves. They build businesses, outsource the grind, and focus on growth. And in today's digital world, you can run a business entirely online. Whether it's physical products or digital downloads, you can sell while you sleep. The catch? You have to get past the "I'm not ready" phase. Spoiler, no one's ready. Start anyway. 3. Interest income. Now we're talking about your money doing the work. Interest income comes from lending your money, whether to banks, governments, or businesses, and getting paid for it. This could be through bonds, certificates of deposit, or peer-to-peer lending platforms. It's not sexy, but it's steady. The rich use interest income like a safety net. While the markets are wild and unpredictable, interest-based assets quietly keep growing in the background. For you, it might start small, a few hundred in a high-yield savings account, some money in government bonds. But as you build capital, interest income becomes one of those streams that never calls in sick. 4. Dividend income. Picture this. You own part of a company, and every quarter, they cut you a check just for holding their stock. That's dividend income. It's like rent payments, but instead of tenants, you've got corporations paying you to stay invested. Millionaires love this because it's passive and often taxed at lower rates than earned income. The trick? You want companies with a track record of consistent, growing dividends. Think big blue-chip names, not meme stocks that blow up on Reddit and crash by Tuesday. For a millennial or Gen Z investor, dividend stocks can be a way to turn every paycheck into a little more financial breathing room. Reinvest those dividends, and you're compounding your wealth without even lifting a finger. 5. Rental income. This one's a classic. But don't picture an old guy with a monocle and 50 rental units. Rental income today is far more creative and accessible. It's money you earn from letting someone else use your property. And the property can be as small as a spare bedroom or as big as an apartment building. The rich love real estate because it's a triple win. You get monthly rent, the property can appreciate over time, and there are tax perks like deductions for maintenance, mortgage interest, and depreciation. And here's the kicker. In the right market, rental income can cover the entire mortgage, meaning your tenants are literally buying the property for you. Don't have the funds for a full property? This is where the modern economy gets interesting. Platforms like Airbnb let you rent out your home, a vacation cabin, or even a couch. Turo lets you rent out your car. Fat Llama? You can rent your camera gear or DJ equipment. Millionaires think in terms of assets, and they rent out everything that's not being used. That's the shift. Stop thinking, I don't own enough, and start thinking, what do I own that someone else would pay to use? 6. Residual and royalty income. Here's where make money online really shines. Residual income is when you create something once and keep getting paid for it, over and over. That could be music royalties, app revenue, course sales, or self-published books. Self-publishing, by the way, is one of the most underrated paths here. You don't need a publishing deal anymore. Write an ebook or guide, upload it to Amazon KDP, and you can literally earn money in your sleep as people download it worldwide. Same with faceless YouTube channels. You don't even have to be on camera. Make videos, post them, and let YouTube ads and affiliate links pay you while you're off doing something else. Millionaires love this stream because it's global, scalable, and detached from their personal time. They build once and earn forever. If you've got skills, knowledge, or even just a good story, you can turn that into a product that sells while you're busy living your life. 7. Capital gains. This is the long game. Capital gains are profits from selling assets that went up in value. Stocks, crypto, real estate, rare collectibles, even art. The move is simple. Buy low, hold while the value climbs, and sell when the time is right. But here's the nuance. Millionaires don't chase quick flips. They understand trends, cycles, and the power of holding. They'll buy a property in an up-and-coming neighborhood and sit on it for a decade. Or they'll invest in a stock with strong fundamentals and let compound growth do the heavy lifting. For you, it might mean starting small with index funds or buying a fixer-upper. The point isn't to get rich quick. It's to position yourself where your money has a chance to multiply. And when it does, that profit, your capital gain, can be rolled into more assets, creating an endless loop of growth. 8. Business equity income. This is where you stop being just an earner and start being an owner. Business equity income is money you get from owning a slice of a business, whether or not you're running it day to day. Millionaires love equity because it means they're not limited by their own time or skill set. They can invest in a friend's startup, buy shares in a private company, or become a silent partner in a local coffee shop. The business works, the owners get paid, and so do they. And here's the modern twist. Equity isn't just for the already rich. Crowdfunding investment platforms now let you buy into startups for as little as $100. Imagine owning a small stake in a business that explodes in growth. That's the upside millionaires play for. The goal? Get your money into vehicles that can scale without you, where your role is investor, not employee. You're building a portfolio of businesses that work so you don't have to. 9. Licensing and franchising income. Licensing is the I built it, now you run it model. You create a product, a system, or a brand, then license it for others to use. They pay you for the privilege, and you collect recurring fees. Franchising is similar. Think Subway, Starbucks, or McDonald's, but you're selling the right to use your entire business model. And it doesn't have to be food chains. You could build a gym brand, a tutoring company, or a cleaning service, then franchise it to others. Licensing can also be digital. Create a design, a template, or a piece of software, and license it to other businesses. It's scalable, repeatable, and hands-off. Exactly the kind of stream millionaires want in their portfolio. Here's the gut punch. Most people stop at the first income stream. They get a job, maybe a side hustle, and call it a day. But in today's economy, that's financial Russian roulette. Layoffs happen. Markets dip. Unexpected bills hit. If you've ever felt like you're constantly one emergency away from chaos, you're not alone, and you're not broken. You're just playing a game where the rules are rigged. The system tells you to keep working harder, but the wealthy? They're building streams of income so wide and deep that one drought won't dry them out. Here's the mindset shift. Stop thinking like a worker. Start thinking like an owner. Workers trade hours for dollars. Owners build assets that keep paying them, whether they clock in or not. This is where broke ends and ownership begins. You don't need to build all 9 streams this year, but you do need to start with one new one. Get that going, then add another. Over time, you'll be stacking income streams like Lego bricks, and suddenly your money is working harder than you ever could. The 9 income streams millionaires have: earned income, profit income, interest income, dividend income, rental income, residual and royalty income, capital gains, business equity income, and licensing and franchising income. The takeaway? Don't settle for one stream. Diversify. Build systems. Let your money and ideas work harder than you do. Because financial freedom isn't about working until you drop. It's about designing a life where you don't have to. If this video hit home, you need to catch our next one. Living rich on a low income, here's how. Trust me, your future self will thank you.